Good evening, every single person. Happy Monday to you all. Now, I want to talk about something that has been serving up the fire around Reddit and everything like that. And I feel like there is something that I need to talk about. This is something that's bigger than anything else, bigger than any other roster or any other league champion buffs or anything like that. It is so much bigger that it's angering a lot of community, a lot of stick to it, and it's really like divide the trust between player, owners, and probably fans alike. And that is something called scheduling. Yeah, let me just talk to you in some purpose. Let me just talk to you about what I mean. So, LOLesports.com, which is probably the website that is taking care of all the things League of Legends, um, ran down all of the things that discuss why the schedule needs to be changed. You know, watching habits, or you know, they wanted to see the best teams or want to see the best matches, but realize they can't because, of course, sleep schedule and all this kind of stuff. So Riot decided they wanted to do something. I mean, they got a big year coming up. They got all those League of Legends matches, but also they have the VCTs, the Valorant Champions Tour with all their different regions thing, which is not called like a league, but more like different regional leagues coming around there. So they just wanted to just like find a way to balance those two out. So the schedule just came out, and it was it was kind of like half appalling, but also half less surprising. So let me just give you the details. The LPL are gonna run every single day, Monday to Sundays. That's pretty much taken care of. Except, of course, some they have Monday to Friday at one time, and the Saturday Sunday is gonna be at another time. So LPL come kind of fun. The LCK is gonna run from probably Wednesdays and Thursdays until probably the Sundays. They will have to start some of the games earlier, and then they'll have like earlier second matches, like 30 minutes later. So, you know what? Nothing wrong. LCK, kind of fine. Um, the LEC is gonna run their league from Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays. Now, my initial thought is that I feel like the LEC should run it throughout the weekends, like the Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. But consider the time zones, the times that they're given. I will talk about the LEC schedule in just a bit. But consider the time schedule they have. It's around like 18 CET, which is European time, which is around 6 p.m. European time. So it's kind of like, after work hours kind of thing. And for us, Eastern Coast, we can probably watch it from 12 to 4, which is fine. It's okay. I kind of be okay with it. I'm okay with the watching of the LEC, particularly on a Monday. Soccer, they do soccer on the Monday as well. So it's weird. Yes, it's kind of weird that they put it on a Monday of all days, but I feel like, all right, they gotta have the Valorant thing from Wednesdays to Fridays. So I feel like I have no problem with that. So those three leagues by itself and the CBLOL also have their day by themselves. Those leagues were not the one that really angers a lot of fans. What angers the fans the most is the LCS schedule. So the VCT Americans, are going to be running from Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. So kind of like the weekend, kind of like weekend until Monday. Cool. That's really pisses off me. That really like, all right, that sounds fine. The LCS schedule, boy, they're gonna run it from Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday and Fridays, and some parts Wednesday for the next 4 weeks, for like all the other 2 weeks. And the format is basically the same. Double round robin, 18 matches. Playoffs are probably the same. It is really grinding my gears. Like, I'm not an LCS fan, but trust me, I'm gonna say this. It is really grinding my gears. It is grinding my gears. It's grinding every single fan's gears. And I went to Reddit, seeing the schedule and everything like that, and I see hundreds, well, not hundreds, but hundreds and hundreds of characters and words speaking about all the things that have gone wrong with the schedule. Like, they are really kicking out their pride and joy in American League of Legends for something like a game of 3 years old, which, by the way, is the esports game of the year, mind you, and created by the same company, mind you. I seen a lot of Reddits. I seen a lot of Reddits that Redditors just type it in ways saying that, oh my god, I cannot believe they just kicked the LCS out of the weekend for something of a gun game. Well, first of all, it's not a gun game. It's just, secondly, I feel like a disrespect. It feels like a little bit of a disrespect from the LCS, from the fans, the casters, the producers, the commissioner. I mean, the commissioner has to look at this and realize, I hope I really do not anger a lot of fans by having this scheduled in. Well, congratulations, you did angered a lot of fans. And it's not cool. It is really not cool. I feel, and you're thinking to yourself, well, okay, maybe the owners might just talk about this. Maybe the owners might just, look at this schedule and just feel like it's not right. It's not right for the players. It's not right for the fans. It's not right for everybody else. Nothing. The owners just did not say a thing. Not a single thing about it. Not one person. Not David. Not Etienne. Not Nate Shot. Not anybody. Nobody even talk about the schedule. Like, nobody like, no, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. The fans are angry for the schedule being made, but by not talking about it, it's angering the fans even more. It gives them more fuel to the fire. Oh, by the way, we are changing the arena from the LCS arena to the Riot Games arena. Yeah. Oh my god. I bet you so much LCS fans are really, like, pissed off right now. You don't see the LEC decided to change their arena. Nope. Keeping the LEC arena as it is. You don't see LOL Park in Korea decided to change their arena. Nope, keep it the same. You don't see any of the arenas in LPL decided to change their thing. No. Only the LCS in Los Angeles. The same place where the game is. Like, it. My goodness. I am not an LEC. I'm not an LCS fan, but imagine you're an LCS fan for 1 second and realize the last several months has been brutal for you. Your LCS team get absolutely smacked, pretty much in tough groups, yeah, but absolutely embarrassed in front of few fans, in front of millions of fans watching this, and a few fans in New York City. Can't even get out of the groups. Your region has been getting a lot of stick for lack of effort and passion, and do not give a damn about anything other than getting paychecks, which is probably what every single Redditor is going to say about it. And now your LCS schedule is as basically like pushed out, in favor of something like bigger and better. Like, many people would want to watch Yay and Loud and Aspas rather than watching Doublelift and Bjergsen and Pijoshik. I mean, imagine Pijoshik, world champion DRX jungler, coming from Korea to play in something like a bottom tier league at best. This is no disrespect to Pijoshik. He's a world class champion and he's gonna be fine. But imagine that. Imagine many of the people know your name, know your personality, and like a few people might not see it. I bet you right now, a few people might not even gonna watch you perform. I mean, imagine misminded in your first game and nobody gonna see it. I mean, that has to feel so bad, really, really bad. And I don't know what's gonna be good about it. I mean, I know Travis, I know Emily, I know Captain Flowers, I know all of these people. I know all of these people at the LCS. Okay, the LCS have good people. Freak is gone. He's not gonna come back. He's gonna do something on Riot, and by God, he has been, say all you will about him. He has been the face of the LCS and the face of League of Legends for years. He's gone. Pastry Time is gone. You're gonna left with Latigris and Captain Flowers. Latigris and Captain Flowers. Now, this is no disrespect to Latigris. She's a nice person, but by all the comments that she's been receiving, I mean, would you rather have Latigris being cast in the LCS? Just be honest. I just wanted to be brutally honest for a second. Do we get to see Latigris cast in more like 15 games of split? You wouldn't. And this is not a hate on her. This is not hating on her. This is not a hate on her talent. This is not a hate of her work. She's a good person. She's an honestly good person. She probably worked a lot of hard being a caster. Becoming the first ever female caster to cast in a big region, more like League of Legends, and she's done good. She's done fine. But I bet you many people in League of Legends communities, in the Reddits and the tweets and the Instagrams and all those kind of stuff, would have just beat down Antigris' personality down to the pulp if she ever spews out some words. That's how they feel. And now the only person you're relying on is Captain Flowers, who's now into his fifth year in the LCS, his fifth year overall. I mean, if he's gone, I mean, what will the LCS be like in terms of broadcasting? I mean, that feels unbelievable. That feels rough. I mean, that feels absolutely rough. If you are an LCS fan, your caster who has been with the LCS through all of the good and bad is gone. Your LCS days are going to be played around the same time as work in Los Angeles, the place of many works and busy highways, and your region has not done anything well since 2018-19 ish. Like, I mean, if you're LCS right now, you just have to feel like you're gonna go into a bar right now. You're probably gonna go into a bar right now, grab the most expensive champagne you can find, and just drink it all the way down. All the way down. You don't give a damn if people are gonna go drag you out of the street. You're gonna drink it all the way down with your CLG, TSM, Clutch Gaming, Echo Fox shirt on you, and just drink the whole thing down. Like, you have to feel sad. You have to feel so sad, and I am sad because of it. Look, I am near North America, right? I'm not near Europe. I am near North America. So I'm kind of like a little bit of North America inside of me. The way I speak, the way I talk, I kind of have a little North America inside of me, and the little North America inside of me breaks for the LCS. Like, look, let me just tell you something right now. Look, I get it. You haven't won Worlds, and right now, the way you are right now, you're never gonna be. I just look at the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions this season. And yes, they may get into the playoffs and get absolutely pounded in the first round of the playoffs. But for the first time in a long while, they are actually good. They are actually good. They are actually competitive. They're actually beating good teams. Jacksonville just beat the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys got this, but they beat the Cowboys. The Lions nearly lost to the Bills, which is one of the best teams in the NFL right now. They are competitive. They show up against big name teams and maybe win some and lose some, but they manage to be competitive and be good and give fans some hope that they can achieve something bigger comes down the future. What did the LCS going to do in the future? I look at the LPL and LCK and like, oh yeah, these two teams are going to totally win World, fine. And I look at the LEC and like, one or two things here or there, one or two meta changes, one or two works winning the squad, and then maybe someday we might win Worlds. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but maybe we might win Worlds. One day we're going to win Worlds. LEC is going to win Worlds, and it'll be the happiest thing we'll ever have. My Discord chat will go crazy if we pull it off. But your region, LCS, your region is so bad right now that many people would rather watch Brazilian League of Legends than your region. Many people would watch the French LFL than your region. Many people would run to NLC than watch your region. And I bet you $1 right now, many people would have watched more games in that arena in Valorant than yours. How do you feel right now? How do you feel, LCS? How do you feel? How do you feel right now? It is December 19th, 2022. It's near Christmas, and the Christmas gift you get is a large stock of coal because your region has been so naughty all year long. And you're going to be naughty for probably the rest of the future. I mean, if you are Neiman, you are Neiman and Niz, you are Neiman and Niz. You're seeing your region that you have your region that you have built in 2013 to make sure that we don't have we don't have those big, MLGs and all those kind of competitions here or there, and we're gonna have like, nope, here is a league. We can stabilize this. It's a one stabilized league. Here it is. Imagine building that for about 10 years. For those 10 years. Some of them glorious, some of them not, but here they are for those 10 years. Something that you've built, something that you have done so well, building for 10 years, with all those personalities, with all those characters, with all those incredible players, the Dyrus's, the Walters, the Double Lifts, the Bjergsens, the Stick Stays, the Impacts, the Core JJs, the Afro Moves of the world. Imagine building all of that and realize we just don't want you anymore. We don't want you anymore. Riot is treating the LCS like every father treated their child, or every mother treated their child. It's horrible. It is so horrible. It's kind of like the West Indies right now. West Indies back then in cricket was so good, so good. We were good at everything. We were good at tests. We were good at ODIs. We were good at T20s. Well, we were good at 2020s then. But we were so good at most of the parts. We were so good at test cricket. We were the best test cricket team ever. Courtney Walsh, Ambrose, Laura, Shandapal, those kind of guys. I mean, West Indies cricket was great. Now, we got our asses kicked by Australia. And no disrespect, Australia's a great team, but we feel like right now, West Indies they're not good anymore. They're just not good anymore. And now I'm looking at the LCS looking like West Indies right now. Just not good. You haven't won a mid-season invitation. You haven't won Worlds. You haven't done anything to make you feel like this region can win. Your team has only have one semifinal appearance and then get clapped by Europe. And then you made one MSI appearance when you get clapped by EU. And then you made one MSI finals appearance when you get clapped by T1. Now, granted, T1 were probably the best team ever back then, but other than that, nothing. Just nothing. Like, it's just so embarrassing, man. It's just so embarrassing for the region as a whole. Oh, if Riverton would have seen this, if Riverton would have seen his league right now, seen his league, he would have just shake his head and realize, what have they done to this league? What have they done to this league? What have they done to the players? What have they done to the staff? What have they done to the producers? What have they done to everything? I look at the LEC, and I look at the LEC, it's fun. It's laughable. It's something that I can just watch and be enjoyed for the next couple of hours. Even though the gameplay is kind of like miss or math, I look at the LEC and it's like fun. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, woof. I'm kind of enjoy the LEC. I look at the LCS and it's kind of like, it feels like bacon. It's dry. It looks dry. It tastes dry. It looks dry. It feels rubbish. If Gordon Ramsay would have looked at the LCS, he would have just say some explicitives and just throw it in the trash. He would have done that. If the LCS were a dish, it would have been fish, and I would just throw it in the garbage. That is how Riot right now is treating the LCS. Now, do they do this because of some kind of reason? Yeah, of course. They wanted to make the LCS made people watch the LCS more, and I can totally understand that. But by putting it on a work days, you are really making the LCS feel second-handed. Your challenger league, your amateur league for something is going to be put on the weekends. More people will be watching the amateur leagues than your league. Like, like this is just not right. This is not just right. I'm maybe an LEC fan, but I'm also a League of Legends fan, and I believe in fairness. Yes, I know Korea and China are dominating the international scene. That I can accept that. I can accept that Korea and China are way too good right now. And I can accept that we in the LEC bubble may not win another championship again or an international event. And I can be fine with it. I can live with it. I can live with it for the rest of my life. It's just like the same thing with Manchester United. Okay? My team has not won anything for about 11 years or more. My team has not won a Premier League title in 11 years. My team has not won anything in about like 5. And sometimes it's hard. It's really hard to accept it, but you have to accept it as a fan. You know, you have to suffer. You have to be good. You have to have success as a fan, but also have failures as a fan. You have to learn, man. Look at those Buffalo Bills. This team has not won a Super Bowl, but they suffered a lot. They suffered 4 Super Bowls, and look at them. They're still here. They're still here. Look at Cleveland Browns. They suck so much over the years, and yet they're still here. Where are the LC? At this rate, the LCS fans are gonna kind of like feel so tired of losing, so tired of all this same old excuses every single year that it makes you feel like we cannot watch this anymore. We cannot watch this anymore. You see, I will dominate video. You see, I will dominate video right now. He's doing LPL videos. In fact, if you go to I will dominate videos over the last year, it's mostly LPL videos because the LPL is probably the most popular region he likes to watch. Also, it's because he's probably in Los Angeles, and the LPL is kind of early there. But the point remains: the LPL are more aggressive, attacking, brutalizing. Yeah, there's some fiestas in there, but it's beautiful. JDG Top Esports provided 2 of my greatest matches of probably this year, and it has more excitement than any other LCS games this year. In fact, I could say that the LPL games have more flavor than the LCS games combined. Like this is pretty bad and pretty horrifying if you are a fan of any of the leagues. And if you are a fan of the LCS, and I'm sorry that right, Double Lift is right. Double Lift was right. The LCS is dying. No, Double Lift. The LCS is not dying. The LCS got curb stomped by Roman Reigns, pedigree by Triple H, run over by a truck, get star platinum by Jotaro, and get every single Sharagon flip by Naruto all the same. And then get bashed down by Zeus with all the lightning. Yeah, that's how you treat the LCS right now. The LCS did not. The LCS is not dying. No. It died horrifically, punishably, and getting burned at. And trust me, I don't know if I can watch another LCS match. I don't know if I can watch an LCS game. If I see an LCS notification, I just say, count me out. I am not watching this. I'll be watching, I don't know, some TV shows. I'll be watching some TV shows, do my YouTube, play TFT. Look at the TFT Summit. Look at the TFT Summit. Look how much fun TFT Summit was. TFT Summit was great. In fact, I can bet you right now, TFT is probably more popular than the LCS right now. I bet you $1 that TFT has more viewers for any TFT event than your LCS right now. They may not have the bigger numbers, but hey, at least the community cares. At least more dog played his games and even talk about some of the games. You don't see any other Riot players you don't see any LCS persons or the LCS commissioner talk about their games. You don't see that. Where's the communication? Where's the communication between the fans, owners, and players? Where is the communication? There's a lack of communication between the owners and the players with the fans. If I were a player in this team and I look at the schedule and I realize how bad the LCS has been for the last few years, I'll speak up. You see Core JJ speak up with Ashley Kang. By the way, Ashley Kang, thank you for your great journalism and congratulations to the award for the Esports Award. But you see players spoke up. You see a lot of players spoken up about them. And that's brave on you, but what does it do? It does nothing. If I were an LCS player right now, I would unplug my keyboard and pull a cream cheese on it. I would walk out right now. I would not even play. Once the game starts, you put your keyboards in, you pick a draft, you do everything like that, and then just do this.
You walk out. You walk out right now. You don't give a rat about the LCS anymore.
You're just not even gonna walk in. You just do not want to take care of the LCS. If anybody want to tell me a reason, I said that I don't have any passion anymore. I don't have any passion anymore. I don't have any passion anymore. If I were Double Lift, if I were Bjergsen, I would walk out right now. I would walk out of the LCS right now. I know they don't want to do that because they're professionals and they do not want to disrespect the players, especially the young ones they have right now, and that would be disrespectful for them. But if I were them, I would pull a Ronaldo and just don't even play anymore. I would walk out right now. I would walk out the LCS right now. I would not even I would not even play the LCS anymore. I would plug on my keyboard. I would plug on my keyboard, plug on my mount, and just walk out. Just walk out. Just no LCS until they have to fix something about it. Just give us a wacky format. Just give us what the LEC has. Look at the LEC. They have a single rounded format and a double elimination best of three, double elimination best of five. And yeah, it's a lot of matches, but hey, it's big and bountiful and beautiful at the same time, and I love it. And the LPL has the same thing, and it's big and bountiful and beautiful. And so did the LCK. They have a lot of matches, but that's the thing. Do I look? Is this current format going to help the LCS? Not a single chance. You cannot just say 18 games of LCS action or 36 games in per split and say that this is enough to make the LCS better. No, it doesn't. You're gonna get pounded in the group stage by every other team in your groups, including Europe. You might get one or two wins, and they'll be like, "Hey, look, we got a win against Europe," but it's not gonna make it be enough. It's not gonna be enough. I mean, it will never be enough. Emily Ran, Emily Ran is so upset right now. Imagine Emily Ran. She's a lovely person, man. Emily Ran is a lovely person. She's a really lovely person. I like her. If I'm in this if she would talk to me on Discord, I would discuss her. I will discuss her things. We would talk about dates. If I go to Hotline League right now and discuss about this, I would love to be on Hotline League with Travis Gafford and talk about this. I would love to see if Travis Gafford would watch this video and then have me on Hotline League and to talk about this. If I get Travis Gafford to talk to me about this and Marks and Remy Raz, then it'll be great. It'll be great for me. It'll be great for me. It'll be great for my channel, which is, you know, that'll be great. It'll be great for me. But right now, if you're Travis Gafford, if you're Marks, if you're Raz, if you're anything like that, all those talk about blame games and all those number things, no. Just say that LNA does not do well anymore. Just say NA does not do it anymore. You do not want to admit it. You do not want to admit it, but you have to. The first rule of breaking an addiction is admit that you have one. It's the same thing with everything, lad. The first rule of settling reality is to admit that you have a reality. They don't want to admit their reality anymore. It's like Ronaldo right now. Ronaldo just look at his bench. He look at the way Manchester United treated him. I mean, it's not no. Actually, Ronaldo treated Manchester United bad. All right. Yes, he said the things that Man United were lacking, but the way he treated the Man United was horrible, and I despise him for it. He's not a team player. I despise him for it. Vamos. We don't want you anymore. We want a team player. We don't want you. Get out. You'll be celebrated, but off you go. Get out. Bye bye. Don't need you. We're fine without you. Literally. But yeah, but that's the point. It's just so I've been doing this for 30 minutes. Jeez. Wow, I've been going on for 30 minutes. But it's just so horrible, man. It's just so horrible, man, to be a fan of this league for so long. It doesn't matter if you're a new fan or an old fan. To be a fan of a region for that long. I mean, hats off to you guys. Hats off to you guys. Sticking out to every single good and bad moment of the LCS throughout the years. Hats up to you. If I were them, I would have quit the LCS right there and nowhere. I would have quit the LCS after 2021, after like the debacle of Worlds. I would have quit right there and then. The fact you're going to stick through all of this, it's amazing. It's amazing fortitude for you, and it's amazing fortitude for everybody. So hats off for you guys. But I feel like right now we are at the breaking point of what's going on with the LCS. And right now it just feels like, we're slowly coming to the end of it. We're slowly coming to the end of it. The import rule has been frustrated for years. The format has been frustrated for years. Now they're putting the schedule behind Valorant, you know, and it makes you feel like nothing's working anymore. If I were the commissioner of the LCS right now, I would just look at all the fans Reddit, maybe watch the video of me and hundreds of YouTubers, maybe hundreds of YouTubers, maybe watch Nayman, listen to Nayman more, and just listen to those responses and realize that your region, your precious little region, your region that you have built and grown right here in North America is slowly dying away because of your ignorance, your lack of communication, your not give a rat about big name teams, your, you know, everything, literally everything. And I think there was one Reddit post that I said that most of the teams, most of the owners are going all in to trying to win worlds. Look, guys, look, here's the thing in North America. You will never win worlds. You will never win worlds. As long as I live, you will never win worlds. And that's a fact. That is reality, okay? You may not admit it. You may not be admitting it, but you have to accept it. Tiger Woods will never win a major, and he knows it. He knows it. He may not know it, but he knows it. LeBron James will never win a championship with his old-ass Lakers team, but he doesn't want to admit it. Serena Williams will never win a major, and she doesn't know it. Well, actually, now Serena Williams is gone. It kind of felt sad, but it is what it is. But still, sometimes you just don't want to admit it. You just don't want to admit it deep down inside. Even Tom Brady. Tom Brady, great winner, great footballer player, even though many people hate about it. Look what he did last night. Look what he did last night against the Bengals. I mean, deep down inside, you just don't want to admit it. You just don't want to admit it. You're bad, but at the same time, you realize they are bad, and you have to admit it. You have to admit that your region is bad. If you're the LCS commissioner, the first thing you have to do on the first day of the LCS is to step up and admit that your region is bad. And he decided to pull the plug and not even give a damn about your region anymore. Decided, hey guys, we are shutting down the LCS for good. Just don't even come watching. You know what? Just go watch Valorant and all those other leagues and don't even bother watching us. And maybe watch the LEC or something. Because that would be the first thing to do. If I were the commissioner of the LCS, I will just tell them to shut down the LCS. Shut down the LCS. Power down the LCS. Turn off the keyboards. Turn off the lights. Send Captain Flowers onto his retirement home. Go back to Ohio or something. Go be a Valorant caster or something. And just admit that the LCS is lost. It's like a lost child right now. It's lost its identity. It's lost its power. It's lost everything. It used to be. It's not. It used to be. I mean, the LCS is bad, okay, but at least it had moments. Stixay with its incredible kill against RNG. CLG made it to the finals of MSI. Cloud9 made it to the semifinals of Worlds. MS Team Liquid beating IG and make it to MSI finals. They have TSM winning Katowice. They have moments. The LCS have moments. They have moments they can just look back on and smile and be proud of. But now all of them are gonna remember is Cloud9 scripting through Worlds. 6-man sleeps. 0-6. Not making out of groups in front of millions and millions of fans in New York. That's all they're going to remember by. And right now, the format, the schedule, it's not going to make anything better. It's not going to make anything better right now. It's not going to make people watch the LCS anymore. They're going to be waiting for March and just like, wait, where's Ye? I'm supposed to watch Ye this week. Wait, it's March? It's supposed to be March? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what they feel like. This is what the LCS is going to be. They just take the LCS, just take the entire region and just put it in the garbage. They just Riot Games, just groom LCS like a child, groom like an LCS child, and then decided, here you go, little baby, here you go, put it in the box, and then just stamp it, zip it in, and then throw it in the river. They just treated the LCS like that. I cannot believe that Riot Games, one of the most premier companies, a company that, 95%, not like 90% kind of trusted you guys. You're not perfect, but you're kind of trusted. Have to treat the LCS like this. I cannot believe they treated the LCS like this. It's not their faults. It's not their faults. They wanted to make a schedule to, prioritize their habits, but They really treated the LCS badly. And if I were the players and if I were the fans, I would have been be able to reconsider my career choices. There are millions and millions of games out there. You could just go find another one. Hell, even Gwinsu talked to GBay99. There's an interview about a new game, mobile game coming up. I bet you many LCS players wouldn't want to play this game. Hey, Jensen. Hey, Aframu. Hey, you want to play this new game? There's a new game coming up, and you might become a pros in this game. You know, you know. My God, it's just wow. I just turned a full blown scheduled release into a 36-minute rant. That is just wow. I mean, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna end my thing with this. Who wants to watch the LCS this year? Like, come on, go down in the comment section and just say and just admit who wants to watch the LCS this year. Who wants to really, really be committed to LCS this year? I know many few people would. Who wants to sacrifice? I mean, you would sacrifice your work days, your work nights, and everything like that to just come here and watch some proper LCS. You would do that. Many people would do that. Daddy's mom will do that. Oh, sorry, Daddy's not going to be here, but she would do that. But who would be gutsy and brave enough to watch LCS? To watch the same region that has disappointed you over and over and over and over and over again, year after year, like a mother disappointed, like a mother looking at a disappointed child, and just realize it's not working. This region is not working. This region will never win anything. This region has been treated like bad, and you're just like, you know what? Let's just watch the LFL or CBLOL or any other league like this. You know, let's just not give a damn about the LCS anymore. Because here's the thing. Scar is not even doing League of Legends. Dom is not give a damn about the LCS. He's probably watching LPL right now. And I bet you many, many former LCS players would not even watch it. Some of them do. Some of them do. Some of them do. Sneaky and Double Lift and all those kind of guys. Some of them do. And I applaud their bravery and commitment to the LCS grind, and I commit that. But I am not sure the LCS is going to last this year. And I'm not even sure, and I'm not sure if we're going to make it past the next year as well. So, mark your calendars, guys. 2023 will be the last days of the LCS. Yep, I'm going to say it right now. Unless something magical happens, unless they could pull a DRX out of their butts and manage to win Worlds, or any international event to be mounted, MSI or such, then 2023 would probably be the last time you see LCS again. And then who knows? Content Flowers will be leaving. Many of the fans will leave. Many of the fans will just tune in and not watch LCS anymore. And it is what it is. It just is what it is. And I thought Gino Infantino was probably the worst president ever, but those other commissioners kind of like second or third. You know what? Whatever. Anyways, that should conclude it. If you love all of what I'm saying, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and all those kind of things. See you, everybody. Merry Christmas to one and all, and have a happy holidays.